Day after day, more and more of us Google, why am I always tired? We feel so tired even after 78 hours of sleep. But did we actually sleep well? Because tiredness equals to your brain never switched off. The saddest part is that a lot of people don't even know what it's like to have full energy. So what are we missing out on? Because we all know highly energetic people who are doing great in life. So why are we on the other side of the spectrum? And what is making us tired? This video is going to be a valuable asset for your life. So watch this video completely to have full energy throughout your life. Tiredness is deeply psychological, and you will be surprised to know that the main reason for our tiredness is our own thoughts. The more thoughts in our head, the less energy we feel, and the less thoughts in our head, the more energy we feel. So our thoughts are connected to energy. And why do we have more and more thoughts running in our head? So I'll give you an example. There are two people who are dealing with exact same level of problem, but reaction to the same problem is very different from each other. One overthinks a lot and take it as an uncontrollable threat, and other person takes it in a much cooler way and they perceive it as a temporary hurdle. So why there's a difference in thinking? Here the silent factor is our gut. Our gut's behavior directly impacts our brain. Many of us normalize gut issues like bloating or irregular bowel habits if we had them for a long time, especially since childhood. You may assume everyone feels this way because you've never experienced anything different. But this is something you should never ignore because our gut's behavior directly impacts our brain. During night, the body cleanses and deposits waste in the colon. If this waste is completely cleared in the morning, means complete bowel emptying is so satisfying that it releases feel-good hormones, that is dopamine and serotonin. It allows gut-brain axis to return to a calm, balanced state. So in this state, our brain stays relaxed and energetic. But if this waste isn't cleared in the morning, or if you cannot completely empty the gut, it disrupts the natural gut-brain axis. Instead of satisfying release of dopamine and serotonin, it triggers visceral hypersensitivity. Your body absorbs these toxins back into the system, which can weaken immunity, drains your energy, and if it happens consistently, this weak gut creates a flood of thoughts and anxiety. Instead of calm, focused thinking, this troubled gut pushes the central nervous system into a state of high alert. So your mind rapidly bounces from one thought to another, making it difficult to focus or relax. So there's no energy to do something new. Also, when our mind is in this state, it cannot think clearly to identify life's purpose. Once we understand this, we can easily understand the psychology of people. So people do not opt for being lazy, having weak memory, procrastinating, or lacking focus. It's just the biology does not support them to take action. So when your brain is filled with numerous thoughts, it also affects your sleep. So you cannot have that high quality sleep, or you cannot go into deeper states of sleep. Usually sleep cleans and restores the brain, and it also processes the thoughts. But if your quality of sleep is low, the brain does not undergo the natural restoration process, and your thoughts remain unprocessed, and those thoughts run in your brain unconsciously. So these thoughts consumes the brain's energy, and your brain does not have energy to do something new. So these thoughts actually change our breathing pattern. We breathe differently for different thoughts in our brain. The ideal breathing pattern for falling asleep is slow, rhythmic, and diaphragmatic. The breath should reach all the way down into your belly rather than shallowly into your chest. But when we are anxious, alert, or sad, our breathing pattern typically becomes short, rapid, and shallow. It triggers chest breathing, which restricts the breath to the upper chest and throat area rather than reaching the belly. When we are calm, our breathing shifts to a deep, slow, and even rhythm of diaphragmatic breathing. So this is the breathing pattern that is required for sleep. So good sleep requires calm brain. So when we do not sleep well, or when we deal with gut tissues, the thoughts produced consumes all our energy, so we feel tired throughout the day. So we usually plan to do certain things, but our mind is consumed by so many thoughts that we do not have energy left to do anything. We can do something that is habitual and effortless because it does not require you to think, but we cannot do something which requires us to think, and that requires effort. So when we are in this state, what we do is we start ignoring the tasks that require us to think. For example, when we sit to study or work, our brain has no energy and it cannot focus, so we avoid the task and choose to do something easier and which does not require much thinking, like scrolling and watching endless videos. So when we repeatedly do it again and again, we strengthen that neuron and it becomes a habit which is hard to break. To fix this, we need to fix the biology of our mind and body to its natural state. First, we have to start with solving our gut issues. We have to detoxify our gut and start with clean diet. So how to detoxify our gut? There are many ways of detoxifying gut, and one of the best methods that I know is suggests to use Triphala Churna. So Triphala is a blend of 3 fruits, Amalaki, Bibitaki and Haritaki, which promotes regular bowel movements without causing dependency, unlike many harsh over-the-counter laxatives. So one thing it does is, first, it helps eliminate undigested toxic matter from the digestive tract. It tones the colon, balances the digestifier, and is rich in antioxidants. So you can consume it by mixing off to 1 teaspoon of powder with warm water. It is good to be taken in an empty stomach, that is first thing in the morning or right before bed. You can take this for about 3 months and take break for every 2 weeks. Once your gut cleans in the morning, introduce cleaner diet to your gut. A gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, and these microbes are necessary to keep our gut healthy. They survive and thrive by eating dietary fiber found in all food that we eat. So if there's no enough fiber in the gut, then these microbes start eating mucus layer to survive. So when the protective mucus layer is destroyed, toxins and bacteria can leak into your bloodstream. So this can weaken your immunity, and this is the initial stage of many diseases. So it's important to add more fiber, whole and unprocessed food to our diet. So your plate should look like this. Half of your plate should be vegetables and fruits, 1/4 of your plate whole grains, and 1/4 of your plate protein. Next step is to improve your sleep and get into deep restorative sleep. If your brain starts thinking something when you sleep, intentionally visualize random, unrelated and neutral objects every few seconds. So this disrupts logical storylines and problem-solving loop, signaling to your brain that it is safe to sleep. Be active throughout the day. Keep your schedule packed with work for the entire day. This automatically increases your self-esteem and keeps your brain calm, which is required for deep sleep. Practicing deep abdominal breathing before bed prepares your mind and body to transition into deep sleep. Since deeper breaths creates the breathing pattern that is required for deep restorative sleep. Also, how you wake up in the morning is important. Suppose you wake up at 6 in the morning, but you do not get up from the bed, instead stay on the bed thinking of something. This actually drains a lot of our energy, and it also affects bowel movement. So make sure that you get up from the bed as soon as you wake up. You don't give a gap of more than 5 minutes, and this method actually saves your natural energy. Train your brain to do the task. If your task seems tougher, divide it into smaller portions. Complete the task one by one. So completing the task triggers a release of dopamine. The dopamine release actually creates the urge to do the task again. Okay, so we have to focus on completing the task. So when we do the task again and again, we build and strengthen the neuron, which normalizes completing the task. So next time you sit to study or work, your brain automatically focuses on completing the task. It's like you have the energy that is required to perform the task. We really need to make meditation part of our daily life. Just focus on your breath, and your mind wanders into different direction, and you have to gently bring it back to the breath. So it's basically training our mind to focus on one thing. So when our focus is on one thing, we have all the energy to do the task, and we also complete the task much faster. So clarity is the ultimate fuel. When you know exactly what you want, your mind and body naturally unite to generate the energy that is required to achieve. So fix your biology and the rest will fall into place.